Alex, who is from Latvia, came to Hamburg in 2009. Halil was born in Germany, but his family is originally from Turkey. 15-year-old Priscilla and her family came from Ghana to Germany before she started school. Helene has lived in Germany for 2 years after she fled Syria with her parents and siblings. School in Germany is often completely different than in their home countries. To better understand the school system in Hamburg, we'll take a look at their experiences. Most children start at the age of 6 and attend primary school for the first 4 years. Many prepare by attending preschool the year before first grade. After the 4th year, there are 2 types of secondary schools to choose between: local comprehensive school and grammar school. Alex is about to finish grammar school with the advanced level certificate Abitur. Halil is leaving his comprehensive school to start vocational training. Priscilla plans to continue comprehensive school to get her advanced level certificate. Helene is at primary school. All children go to the same schools, regardless of gender, nationality or disabilities. From her balcony at home, Helene can see her schoolyard.
Ich heiße Helene, bin 9 Jahre alt. Ich komme aus Syrien.
I'm Helene from Syria. I'm 9 years old and I've lived here for 2 years. I live in Wilhelmsburg with my parents and my brother and sister. I'm in 3rd grade now.
It's been 2 years since her family arrived in Hamburg, but it took them 6 grueling months to finally get here. Just recently, they've moved into their first own apartment in Wilhelmsburg.
Good morning, children.
Moin, moin, liebe Frau Östche.
Wie geht's euch?
How are you?
Mir geht's auch gut.
Let's learn some German.
Deutsch machen. Korrekt?
Ja.
At home, many children speak their native language, but in the outside world at school and at work, what they can achieve depends largely on how well they speak and write German. Good German skills are critical to participation in class.
Kannst du das einmal für mich
Please conjugate.
Ich schlafe, du schläfst.
I sleep, you sleep, he, she, it sleeps.
Sie schlafen.
Ihr schlaft, ganz
Well
genau.
done. You got the ending right.
Besser?
Einfach. Ist richtig?
Is everything correct?
Artikel?
And the article?
Darin.
Masculine.
Exactly. Next one, please.
Was ich auf jeden Fall wichtig finde, ist, dass man die Kinder würdigt.
I find it very important to show the kids appreciation for their work. Tell them, well done, good job.
Gerade in der Grundschulzeit. Ja, das
To
sind
grow,
einfach
these
kleine
little
Persönlichkeiten,
individuals
die
need
brauchen
feedback. That's part of our
dieses
job as
Feedback oder diese
teachers.
Feedbackkultur von den Lehrern. Helene, warum stehst du
What
damit
didn't go
auf
well,
zwei?
Helene?
Weil ich hier meinen Text vergessen
I forgot my
hatte.
text.
Das macht überhaupt
No
nichts.
big deal.
Vor Aufregung
You were a
kann was
little
passieren.
excited.
Wie hat denn
So,
die
did you
heutige
enjoy
Deutschstunde
class?
gefallen?
Yes.
Ein sehr aufgewecktes Kind und
Helene
vielleicht
is
auch ein
smart,
sehr-
a quick
sehr
thinker.
emotionales Kind. Und
She's
auch ein
also
sehr
very
reflektiertes
emotional
Kind.
and
Das ist sehr
self-aware.
spannend. Und ich finde es auch ganz toll, dass sie
I'm
in unsere
happy
Klasse
she
gekommen
joined
ist,
our
weil sie
class since her
auch,
intelligent
ihre
contributions have
Intelligenz,
livened
sag
up
ich
our
mal, auch noch
discussions.
mal die anderen Kinder so ein bisschen herausfordert. Das guckst du auch noch mal nach.
Let's check that one.
Kälte.
T.
1,5. 1. Wer übernimmt heute
Who'll
die
take the
Dinge?
bell today? For class council?
Okay, Silal, du?
Every culture has different rules of social conduct. For everyone to get along, they must all follow the same guidelines. At class council, children learn how to resolve their conflicts and which kinds of behaviour work in a group.
Ich finde es ganz toll, weil das ist so ein Rahmen, wo nur die Schüler da sind.
Class council is a place where kids learn to rely on themselves for problem solving. They sit in a circle and it's just them talking, without a teacher intervening. They learn to argue and to stand their own ground.
Lessons at primary school incorporate silent work, team and partner work.
Wer von euch gibt mir das Go-Zeichen? Und sagt?
After rehearsing a poem, Helene's group presents it in front of class.
School must be fun as well. They're young children, so they need moments when they can play and relax.
Nun hör doch mal zu. Mach mal mit. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Ab in die Pause.
Ab in die Pause.
Eine Ganztagsschule, also bei uns ist sie so rhythmisiert, wir sind von 8 bis 16 Uhr.
We are an all-day school with classes from 8 a.m. through 4 p.m., divided by 2 long breaks. The core subjects are taught in the mornings.
2 große Pausen.
All-day schools always offer lunch, with provision for children who have allergies or follow certain dietary rules, such as abstaining from pork. Helene eats at school every day. After lunch break, classroom study resumes. Students can choose from a wide range of courses, with options varying from school to school. Helene's school, for example, offers chess, sports, music and cooking.
Mein Wunsch ist auf jeden Fall, dass die Eltern zum
I encourage all parents to come to the parents' evenings. I also try to explain how important it is that they talk about school with their children, listen to them, ask questions, and show some interest.
Dass da auch ein Austausch stattfindet.
At the end of primary school, class teachers discuss with the parents which type of secondary school is best for their child. They make a recommendation, but the parents decide. Priscilla's parents opted for local comprehensive school. At these schools, all levels of certificates can be taken. Students can take a general certificate, the ESA, at the end of Year 9, the medium level certificate, MSA, after Year 10, or the advanced level, called Abitur, after Year 13. Priscilla is currently in 10th grade. Every day she shares the walk to her comprehensive school in Ujendorf with her best friend.
Also ich bin die Priscilla Vier, bin 15.
My name is Priscilla. I'm 15 and my family is from Ghana. I'm in the 10th year at a local comprehensive school.
Also ich habe vor, mein Abi zu machen.
I want to continue on through Year 13 and take the Abitur. I prefer to be on a local comprehensive school and have that extra year to get my advanced level. Learning is not as rushed, which makes it easier not to lose track.
Das finde ich immer besser dann. In unserer Familie kommt das Thema Schule sehr oft dran, da meine Eltern wollen, dass wir...
For my parents, education is very important, and we talk about it a lot. School in Germany is not the same as it is in Africa, where it's still not even compulsory in many places. My parents want us to do well at school and to get good grades.
Mein Name ist Barbara Schmidt.
My name is Barbara Schmidt. I am the head teacher at our local comprehensive school. Depending on their abilities, students here can earn any certificate they wish. They can take the first level, medium level, or the advanced level school leaving certificate, Abitur.
Kommen wir zum zweiten Bild. Was seht ihr da?
At a local comprehensive school, low and high achievers learn side by side, each on their respective level. Grammar school classes have an average of 27 students, whereas Priscilla's class has only 23 students. This leaves the teacher with more time for each individual student.
If students with different capabilities are in the same class, they can help each other and gain social skills at the same time. Experience shows that students of all kinds really benefit from this situation.
It keeps happening, you know. We should mention that the father lost his job.
They take away our identity by restricting our everyday lives. They passed the Nuremberg Law.
He could get punished for doing that.
It's illegal for him to see her.
November 1938. Dear Else, terrible things have happened and nothing is as it was. They are taking away our identity by restricting our everyday lives.
Well, I think it's important that subjects like social studies can help students gain some understanding of democratic processes. You take a position and substantiate it. And you come to see there's rarely a clear-cut yes or no. It's about weighing and balancing out pros and cons.
Und wir versuchen in der Stadtteilschule durch Schülermitwirkung
Students also participate in the decision-making in certain areas of the school. Our goal is to treat them as equal partners in a democratic process. I'd like to address some problems we're experiencing in regards to the school restaurant. Our goal was to maintain certain modes of behavior in order to establish a well-working food and dining culture. But that doesn't seem to work anymore.
We could ask the students what they think could improve.
When they are suddenly in charge, the students realize how much it takes to get everyone on board. They are challenged in ways that boost their people and communication skills, obviously skills which are incredibly important in today's world.
Einen hohen Stellenwert hat. Wir haben auch den Elternrat.
At every school, there's also a parents' council. The parents who participate make valuable contributions to school life. Some schools, including ours, also offer special training to parents interested in becoming mentors to other parents. They learn all the essential facts about the local school system so they can support other parents in a direct, informal way. Many parents are not familiar with how schools work here, perhaps because they come from another country originally. Meeting with a parent mentor is a great way to have their questions and worries addressed. And we're trying to make that known.
Core subjects like German, mathematics and social studies are required for all students. Other courses are elective. Priscilla is taking drama.
The next step is to look a little closer at your part.
Most local comprehensive schools are compulsory all-day schools. They offer a wide variety of courses beyond the curriculum to explore new things, learn life skills.
Priscilla?
Behester?
Oh mein Gott, ich habe dich so nicht mehr gesehen.
Du siehst so gut aus.
Du siehst so erwachsen aus, wie eine richtige Mutter. Ich habe deine Fotos auf Facebook gesehen.
Lass uns spuren. Ach komm.
Hast du 3 Kinder?
Ja.
Also ich habe in der Schule erfahren, dass ich sehr gerne Theater.
I found out at school how much I like theatre. I tried acting already at primary school and it turned out I'm good at it.
Die Aufgabe ist, dass wir eben halt uns besprechen, was so passiert ist in den ganzen 10 Jahren.
The scene is about meeting again after 10 years apart. Our job is to come up with the dialogue, who has kids, who's married, if you made your dreams come true, that kind of stuff.
Okay, that was a very interesting story you made up. And I liked the way you greeted each other. Thanks a lot. So, next group.
This summer, Priscilla is taking her intermediate level. Many students start job training afterwards. Priscilla plans to take her Abitur after 3 more years of school.
Ich freue mich in der Oberstufe, dass ich ein paar Fächer abwählen kann.
The good thing is that I'll be able to drop some of the subjects and instead focus more on what interests me.
Like Priscilla, Halil is in the 10th year at a local comprehensive school. But unlike her, he's going to leave school at the end of term to start job training. At this point, Halil is preparing for his intermediate level. He passed his general certificate at the end of the 9th year. Halil has already filed many applications, but hasn't found an apprentice position yet.
I'm Halil, 16 years old. I'm Turkish, but was born here. I'm in 10th grade at the local comprehensive school in Bramfeld.
Zusätzlich verdient sich nebenbei 10 € pro Monat, indem Nachhilfe gibt.
He makes an extra 10 euros on the side by working as a tutor. He's working hard, but he can't hold on to his money.
So, Halil, what's new? Still looking to find an apprenticeship?
Ja, die Anmeldung läuft halt noch.
That's right. I'm still waiting for my school results.
Bewerbungen laufen noch.
And I haven't heard back about my applications.
Geht noch so weiter.
Being well prepared for life after school is crucial for young people. Therefore, each and every school offers career orientation.
So you've got the general certificate and waiting for your intermediate one, and you've got your applications going.
Finding an apprenticeship is often far from easy. Therefore, Halil, like all other students at his school, receives individual consultations with Mr. Müller. But ultimately, Halil himself remains responsible for the outcome.
Within our career orientation, each student comes in for 2 or 3 one-on-one consultations. With Halil, the goal is to find an apprenticeship. Essentially, we prepare students for interviews. What kind of questions do I have to expect? How do I present myself best? How do I make phone calls work for me? We basically guide them through the entire process. And if all goes well, at the end there's a signed contract.
Meine Eltern unterstützen mich enorm.
My parents are incredibly supportive. Every day, my dad asks me about my applications, if I've heard back, or if I've looked through the job offers.
Eine Nachricht bekommen habe, ob ich mir Stellen durchgesucht habe.
Halil is ahead of the game because he has an intermediate certificate, not just a general one or none at all. But his biggest asset is his pleasant demeanour. I personally think it's great. He really comes across as a nice young man.
When we meet Halil 6 weeks later, he's been notified that he failed his intermediate certificate. Everybody had been confident he would pass. But now continuing school is ruled out. Either he manages to find an apprenticeship with just his general certificate, or he has to join a vocational preparation course at a vocational school.
Zurzeit läuft nur die Schule weiter.
At the moment, I'm still at school. I have enrolled at a vocational school. That's what I'll do if I don't find an apprenticeship.
I've sent out several applications for energy and building technology, for operating technology and warehouse technology. So far, I haven't heard back from any of them.
I want to have a family one day, and my wish is to be able to support that family with what I make. I'm still dreaming to make it big someday, somehow. Hope is the last to die, you know?
This time Halil is lucky. He's taken on by a training company at the last minute. This means that he can also have another go at passing the intermediate certificate. We pay him a visit at his new office.
I'm being trained as an office manager. I get up at 5:30 and start work at 7 in the morning. Most days I'm the first to arrive. I unlock the office and turn on the lights. I take care of all incoming mail, and I also answer the telephone or talk to clients.
Dann übernehme ich auch die Sache.
My week is made up of 3 days at work and 2 days at my vocational school.
Here's something I'd like to show you. Let's go over it now. And next time you'll do it on your own, okay?
Zwar müssen wir ein Briefpapier für eine neue Tochtergesellschaft anlegen.
The dual system is a program that combines learning by working at your training company with learning the theoretical background at school. So you immediately apply and practice what you've learned at school. You take turns learning at school and at work, and each feeds into the other.
In der Schule arbeiten, man lernt immer neue Sachen, man hat auch Arbeiten, die man machen muss hier im Betrieb, Zuständigkeiten, für die man verantwortlich ist.
At the job, you take on certain responsibilities from early on, and you gradually grow into it. In fact, the German dual system is internationally respected.
Das duale Ausbildungssystem in Deutschland.
Also meine Eltern, meine Familie ist natürlich sehr stolz auf mich. Die haben sich natürlich gefreut.
My parents and my whole family are really proud of me. After the disappointment of failing at school, nobody thought I'd find a trainee position. Of course, everyone was thrilled.
Da freuen sie sich und ich freue mich natürlich persönlich auch.
I'm happy myself, and I guess a bit proud as well.
Gewisser Stolzfaktor ist schon mit bei.
The other option besides local comprehensive school is grammar school, where the school leaving certificate, Abitur, is taken after only 8 years. It suits mainly high-performance students. Most come with a recommendation, but even without one, parents can send their child to grammar school. If the results are not sufficient, a student will change over to local comprehensive school after 6th grade. Alex is preparing for his Abitur. He did well at school back in Latvia, so now he attends a grammar school in Hamburg.
Ich bin Alex, ich bin 19 Jahre alt und komme ursprünglich.
I'm Alex, I'm 19 years old and originally from Riga in Latvia. 7 years ago, my mother and I moved to Hamburg. The first images I saw of the city were from the Speicherstadt, the warehouse district. It made me think that everyone lived right by the water. When I actually got here, I was struck by how friendly everyone was, much different from what I knew. I was excited to live here.
2009 war ich 12 Jahre alt.
The first class I attended was a preparatory class at a grammar school in Hum.
Let's practice the new vocabulary. We were dealing with fairy tales, so you have expressions like once upon a time or words like which.
Grammar schools, like any other school, have special classes where students learn German before joining the regular courses.
Alex hat zunächst eine internationale Vorbereitungsklasse.
Alex went through the international preparatory class, a one-year intensive with 18 hours of German per week.
In der Woche Deutsch. Wenn jemand auf der Flucht war und irgendwie
People who come here have maybe had to flee their countries. They've lost their homes. Families and relationships were ripped apart. Everything was disrupted. And now nothing is familiar. To cope with such a situation, it's important to have stable, reliable structures, something that feels safe. The international preparatory classes help to create such a setting.
Since they arrived, Alex shares an apartment in Barmbek with his mum.
Als ich von der VK-Klasse in die Regelklasse gekommen bin, dann...
When I finally joined a regular class, it was a big difference at first, because almost everyone spoke perfect German. It took me a few months, but then I felt like part of the group, and I could communicate easily with everyone.
But Alex had to learn much more than just the language. School in Germany was nothing like it had been in Latvia.
Was mir noch aufgefallen ist, dass hier die Meldung zählt.
One thing that really stuck out for me was how important it is that you actively participate in the discussions in class. You have to put your hand up, show interest, and contribute your own thoughts. In Latvia, it's all about written results. The best students were those who just sat quietly, listening and taking in the information, only to reproduce it perfectly in a test. Here you also learn about interaction. We do a lot of team and partner work at school.
Alex's mother works for a Hamburg shipping company. They see each other mostly at night when they have dinner together. When they're alone, they usually speak Russian. Alex's mother used to be a German teacher in Riga. Still, many things about German schools were new to her.
Ich bin daran gewöhnt, dass die Kinder sehr viel Hausaufgaben haben. Und hier
Kids in Latvia always have homework to do. I couldn't imagine that they don't get any here. When Alex came home and told me he doesn't have a single task to do, I couldn't believe it. I even asked the teacher about it and she told me, yes, that's right. The learning happens at school. At home, the kids should have time off.
In Hamburg, school continues through the afternoon. Much of the homework can be completed during school hours. Once a year, the children and their parents are invited to review progress with the teachers in order to take a look at the students' strong and weak sides.
Das hat mir hier sehr gut gefallen.
I really liked that.
Klassenleiter, Schüler,
The class teacher makes an appointment with the parents and the child. And together they talk about what went well and what didn't. The student writes it down in a kind of form. So you lay down some goals. What can I do to improve?
Und was möchtest du machen, damit du auch in anderen, also allerseits stark bist?
During the 2 final years at grammar school, students focus on their particular fields of interest. Alex chose a profile combining political and social studies and economy as his major field of study, with philosophy as his subsidiary subject. Today he's taking his written test.
Alex ist ein sehr
Alex is a very ambitious student. He has made incredible progress. I teach his philosophy course, and I know him as an extremely committed student with a very broad perspective and a particular interest in philosophical discourse. He reads a lot, asks informed questions, and drives the philosophical debate in the classroom.
The advanced level certificate qualifies students for any type of higher education. Alex plans to study architecture in Copenhagen.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu unserer heutigen letzten Vorstellung. Also ich fand die Schule allgemein ganz toll, nicht nur weil es etwas bringt.
For me, school has been great. You learn a lot, but you also figure out what interests and capabilities you have. You learn how to learn. Plus, it's perfect for making friends and for exploring new things. It makes you grow as a person. I definitely want to go to university. I have the qualification, and I want to put my talents to work. Most likely, I'm going to be an architect.
Along with Alex, 6,000 students graduated from Hamburg grammar schools this year. 1,700 students began vocational training after the 10th year. Like Halil, many can earn an additional certificate as part of their education. 2,700 children attended an international preparatory class, as Alex and Helene did. Like Priscilla, 42% of all local comprehensive school students decided to continue school after the 10th year.